that's kind of standard procedure for NASCAR and the teams. And this note, the winner of the second race in the chase has won the championship the last 3 straight years. Who wins the Sylvania 300 today? Time to start finding out. Jeff Gordon will lead lap 1. Tony Stewart, 14. Kyle Busch, 18 for second, side by side.
Really interesting to see how aggressive these drivers are going to be attacking this racetrack. Not a lot of grip, as I said, with the air pressure is low and no rubber on this racetrack because there was a hard rain here overnight.
Bobble for Carl Edwards in 1 and 2. It's going to cost him a spot, maybe more. Ryan Newman, 39, went by. Here's Casey Kane on the 5 to Edwards inside.
Yeah, Edwards qualified, had a good qualifying effort, but seemed to really struggle yesterday during the practice session.
Clint Boyer, 15. Two-time winner of this race. Trying to ease toward the front as Tony Stewart tries to ease by Jeff Gordon for the lead. Not that it'll be an easy pass.
I see Gordon trying to get back to the gas there. Big slip. Tony Stewart take advantage of that and go to the front. That's one of the big challenges here at this racetrack. All these cars have so much power. It's so hard to hook them up off the corner. The track's so flat. And that's the key, is getting the car to turn through the middle and keep it tight off. Like Stewart's car is doing all of that right now.
Look at this knot. Kevin Harvick on back. Harvick running in 13th. Joey Logano, Jimmy Johnson, Brad Keselowski, all right there. And a lot more.
These corners are very difficult, carrying a lot of speed down in. You use a lot of brake initially. You need to get off of it and let it roll, but being that inside car, you have to be extremely careful of getting loose and then crashing yourself or the car that's on the outside of it. And there's a little bit more banking in that second and third lanes. As you can see, that short distance around the track is kind of appealing. See a lot of cars trying to go for that.
Little being the key word there. A little bit more banking?
Yeah, a little bit.
Dale Jr. moving up a spot. 88 pot, cracking the top 10. And Jeff Burton. A little tap and a little nudge on Greg Biffle. I'm here. This will show you just how difficult it can be to hold that bottom lane trying to make a pass here in New Hampshire.
I turned up the front of the car, but I hit the 31 hard. He checked up early, and I hit him. Well, look at it.
Well, that's difficult too early on.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of damage it did to the 29 car, but you can see the damage to Jeff Burton's 31. Didn't seem to affect Burton though, getting in the corner, getting that shot. This has been one of Jeff Burton's best racetracks. I'll be surprised if he doesn't have a good run today.
Greg Biffle slipping back a little bit here in the opening run. Biffle, a former winner at this track, as is the man trying to pass him, Joey Logano.
Yeah, and I mentioned Carl Edwards struggling. It seemed that all the Fords were struggling in practice yesterday. Just couldn't find what they needed for speed and longevity. Yeah, it was kind of funny. All the Toyotas seem to be fast. There's one of them trying to make a move now. See Kyle Busch trying to make a move on Jeff Gordon. All the Toyotas were fast in practice, and it seemed like all the Fords were not, and Chevys were kind of right there in the middle. Got a Chevy leading right now, though.
Talk about how many former winners at this racetrack there are in the field. Kyle Busch, former winner. Jeff Gordon, former winner. All four of those guys are former winners here. How about 24 car early on, Vince? Doesn't look so good.
No, despite the fact that they started this race from the pole, Alan Gustafson, the crew chief, told me this morning the one issue they've really dealt with this weekend is the entry to the center. The entry to the center of the corner really needs work. That's what they've been working on. And Jeff said they're free everywhere, but really loose on entry. So not a big surprise, but definitely something they're going to have to stay on top of today if Gordon's going to have the kind of day he needs.
Now, you'd think that'd be kind of easy to fix, that you can just tighten it up, but when you do that, it really affects the center of the corner, and that's where the speed really is right in the center. So you just have to deal with the car sometimes that's loose in the corner.
So Kyle Busch gets the second behind the second leader of this race, the defending race winner and defending Sprint Cup champion, Tony Stewart, out in Waterloo, New Hampshire.